Additional people are joining, so good to see you, all of you. So shall we actually start the webinar? Today we are going to um, I'm going to fully brief about the obtaining Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, Tier 1 investor visa, and the rules to become a permanent resident and citizen in the UK. And we will go through the stages of what kind of residency and citizenship by investing in UK businesses. My name is Muzaffar. I'm a head of business development at Cantas Law, and I'm also a consultant at Steve Mentors. Kingdom Plan has been developed by Cantas Law, our law firm, and we have to fully brief about the opportunity and tell you in much more detail how we can assist you to obtain these visas and the steps. So myself, I'm coming from banking backgrounds, working in project financing in central bank, in bank in Central Asia, and I also act as a consultant at Steve Mentors, where I initiated and launched award-winning first Sharia compliant seed enterprise investment fund in the UK, and expertise in startup business projects and funding and fundraising and foreign direct investments. So today we will gonna cover these topics. Let me just also make sure that the line is clear. So investing in the UK enterprise economy, why UK attracts more foreign direct investments than any other European country. Also, significant changes in immigration rules and expected Kingdom Plan by investing £200,000, so getting this Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, Kingdom Elite Plan, and also Kingdom Venture Plan, which is 50,000 entry road to the UK if you have support from the venture capital firm. And we'll have case studies. I'll share about the case studies, and we'll have a Q&A session where I'll be more than happy to answer to your questions. Hamza, thank you very much. Nice to meet you as well. I can see there are some messages addressed. Mr. Dean Muhammad, I'm importer and exporter. Hi, Mr. Dean Muhammad. I will be more than happy to answer to your questions at the end of this webinar. So, okay, great. So, investing in the UK, why UK attracts foreign direct investments and why invest in the UK? So, first of all, 15 reasons why investing in the UK is profitable in comparison to other countries. The UK is the easiest to establish and run a business in Europe. According to World Bank study, it takes only 13 days to establish a business in the UK, and the World Bank has ranked the UK first in Europe and sixth in the world to operate a business. So it has a very top rankings to do the business, and it's quite easy. It takes only like 2 weeks to establish the business. Secondly, an internationally competitive tax environment for foreign investors. The UK has the lowest corporate tax at 28%, which is in the G7. So the highest personal tax bond at 40% is also the lowest in the European Union. Number three, the third reason I would say, most flexible market in Europe. According to the World Bank report, the UK stands at second place to employ workers. The fourth reason I would say, at least barriers to entrepreneurship. OECD has identified the UK as the second in the world for product market regulation, and it also ranks second for the last barriers to entrepreneurship and third for the least barriers to trade investment in the world. So the fifth reason, I would say, world leader in innovation. UK is known for its quality research base and ranks second on the list of most productive places for innovation. Political environments. The Transparency International rates the UK high on the transparency list. The UK is the country with the least corruption in the world. It achieves a higher rating in comparison to the US, Japan, Germany, and France. And also has a stable regulatory environment. The UK follows a consultative approach for formulation of regulations beneficial for a business environment. Moreover, easy property registration. Registering property in the UK is easier in comparison to Italy, Ireland, France, and Germany. Also, I would say international language for business. So English being the operational language has advantage when doing business globally. Another reason I would say top talent. The UK is a home to top 6 universities in Europe. 2 of the top 6 best schools in the UK figure in top 3 global universities. Gateway to the EU market. The UK acts as an excellent gateway to the European market, which has 27 member states and approximate population of 500 million. Also, the reason I would like to mention is a strong communication network. The UK has extensive broadband markets amongst the G7 countries and also the strongest ICT infrastructure in the world. It has a strong transport links as well. The UK is known for its world-class transport links. The government has taken steps to improve air facilities and rail network and rail freight infrastructure. So it has a leading financial center. I mean, London, which is the world's largest financial center, is situated in the UK. So it's the world's largest financial center. And rapid productivity growth, the UK has taken a major leap in terms of productivity in comparison to its other competitors. So these are, I would say, the reasons why UK is so attractive, or why invest in the UK. But also, I would say it's a safe haven for access, and more than any thing, it's a safe haven in a troubled world. We can see that there is a number of political and economical instabilities in some countries. So in the UK, it has it's acts as a safe haven. About us, Kingdom Plan has been on Capital's Law. Seedmans is the leading venture funding company in the UK. Our fund manager is regulated by the UK Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, and Capital's Law is a UK-based law firm based in London, in Swiss Cottage, and Capital's Law specializes in many areas, also including property, but immigration considered is one of the major practice, and Capital's Law has a granted Lexel accreditation. Lexel is given is a member of the Law Society, and Lexel is managed law firms. So Seedmers is established in 2012. We were on the first CIS and the leading company to specialize in bringing direct investment, and obtaining Tier 1 entrepreneur visas to our clients. Has a 100% track record in securing Tier 1 entrepreneur visas, which I'll tell you more about this type of visa. And we have a large database of companies looking for investors, and we can match, or business matching. We can find existing businesses for you. Just a bit about Seed Mentors, how we select the companies. So selecting business, we have pitching clinics where the companies come to pitch and present their businesses. And we have panel, at least 4 members sitting consisting of lawyers, entrepreneurs, accountants, and investors, who sitting on one side of the room and ask and fire lots of questions of the businesses. And business makes presentation, 10 minutes to present the business, and 40 minutes there's a Q&A session. And the panel asks lots of questions in terms of what's the more about the management. It's very, very key in during the selective of these businesses. One of the two major criteria we select the businesses. One is the management. It's very important to have experienced management that's in the field that they're raising funds. So we select the criteria. The first criteria is to have minimum 5 years experience in the field that they're raising funds. That's number one. Number two is that viability of the business, because these companies would like to see to be IPO stage of 5 years, 7 years, to be listed on the publicly listed company. And viability is very important. How much they invested, and so on. What is the track record? What is the sales track record, and so on. So these are all questions being asked, and then if the panel likes the business, will qualify to the next stage, and they are waiting for the investors. And the fund manager, by the way, seed managers can invest from the fund, but also it can be also offered to tier one entrepreneur investors who would like to obtain this visa. When the directors, they become shareholders. We do this matching. We match the business depending on the experience and skills, and the client becomes director of the business. It increases the chance of also getting this tier one entrepreneur visa. Excuse me. So this is also investee example companies, the investee companies that seed managers has invested so far. I mean, it's just a list, but so far it has invested more than 70 companies in the UK in different sectors, whether it's you name it. So we have a large list of companies that we can match depending on what skills and experience we can find to the visa. And Music Gateway is more like music platform that connects musicians and enthusiasts. Simon Connects is more in the medical sector. SVG Promotion is in the corporate sector. Intunes Investor is in hedge fund. SciCast is technology, scientific platform. And Apibani helps businesses, small enterprise businesses, in preparing the applications and the marketing. So let me tell you main roads to entry to the UK by investing. One of the there are many types of visa, and there are only, I would say, few types of visas that allows the client invest into the company or the invest in the UK market and obtain this visa and become a permanent resident after 5 years. This type of visa is called Tier 1 Entrepreneur Visa and Tier 1 Investor Visa. So of course, Tier 1 Investor Visa requires you can invest 2 million under Tier 1 Investor Visa. This is more straightforward, and if you are a person who has an opportunity to invest 2 million, then Tier 1 Investor Visa is for you, which, as I said, is more straightforward. It requires investing in the stock market and publicly quoted companies, which I will tell you more. But and you don't have to know provide the English requirements. So another type of visa we're going to touch base today is Tier 1 Entrepreneur Visa, which requires minimum £200,000 in the UK businesses, and it's also provides the same timescales, timelines of obtaining residency and citizenship. And the third type of visa we call Tier 1 Entrepreneur Venture. If you have a support from the venture firm in the UK, you can enter to the £50,000. So I'll tell you more about during today's webinar. But that's mainly what you can achieve, and most of our clients choose 200,000 option. Many reasons, and I'll tell you more during this webinar. But also, there are many clients that choose a £50,000 option, venture plan option, because of the amount of investment that it requires. So let me just start with Tier 1 Investor Visa. It's if you have £2 million pounds. The funds has to be held in the by the applicant in your account for 90 days. Money available for investment must be in regulated financial institutions. Money available for investment must be disposable in the UK. English tests, there's no, as I said, English requirements for the Tier 1 investor visa. You must have at least 3,310 personal savings, which you must have held for consecutive 90 days period before the date of your application. This is, we call it maintenance funds, depending on the number of your family. Let's say a family of 5, then 3,310 multiplied by 5, so it will be 16,000 pounds. So that's, apart from 2 million, you need to show that you have maintenance funds that you can support your family. Also, investment proof that the applicant must provide. There are 2 million liquid funds available in their bank account. That's Tier 1 investor visa. Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, it is, I would say, it's 200,000. It's not 2 million. You would need to have in your account 200,000 pounds kept for 90 days in your account. The money has to be liquid, and maintenance funds, you need to show that it's 10 per person. I mean, if you have a family of 5, then again, it's 200,000 plus maintenance funds you need to keep in your account for 90 days before you apply for a visa. The English test, so you would need to have English, provide a certificate that you have a knowledge, you have English test, certificate called IELTS, the knowledge of your English, the level of your English. So it's IELTS and minimum 4, IELTS UKVI, general training UKVR, and you need to score minimum 4, listening, speaking, writing, and reading. So if you have a good common of English, you can easily pass this. So I can assure you. So, and then investment proof, the applicant must prove that 200,000 of liquid funds available in their bank account. Okay, so this is Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, and just this goes, I would like to touch base about the advantages and the rules. So the advantages, of course, comparing to the Tier 1 investor visa, where you need to invest 2 million. Tier 1 entrepreneur visa is much more attractive. Investors only need to invest 200,000, and in the business, but you need to invest in the business 2 million. You need to invest in the publicly quoted companies, bonds, shares, but 200,000 option, you need to go to one entrepreneur visa option. You will need to invest in a business. You can, there are 2 options. You can set up your own business, you can run your own business, or you can invest in existing business by buying new shares in the existing business. So in whichever the option you choose, we have a solution for you, and we're more than happy to assist. So applicants may work full-time in any of the investment companies. In the company that you invest, you can work, but you can't really seek for employment. You can receive a salary from the company where you invest, from the revenue and profits of the company. So the visa is given for 3 years and 4 months, and after 3 years and 4 months, we can extend for another 2 years. And after 5 years, you can obtain and you can apply for permanent residency called ILR. ILR means indefinitely to remain. So your visa will be for indefinite. So you becoming permanent resident after 5 years if you qualify the minimum stay requirements, and that's what it offers as well. It offers a great opportunity for you to become a permanent resident if you complete. So after 5 years, if you meet the minimum stay requirements, you can apply for British passport on year 6. Let me tell you more about also changes, and that's also in the Tier 1 entrepreneur investor visas. I would say recently, previously, the main applicant visa, you can apply with your family. Your family can be your spouse and your children, they were 18 years old, can be your dependents. So, and previously it used to be that in order to become a permanent resident, the main applicant, first of all, needs to pay in the UK for 185 days in each year for 5 years in order to become a permanent resident after 5 years. If you meet the minimum stay requirements, so you can apply for 5 years for ILR, and you can get it. And from 11th start asking the same requirements for dependents, for the spouse and the children, to show that they also met this minimum 181 in each year. So that's also will come on the 11th of January this year. Apart from that, also there's a new health surcharge which entered in force on April 6, 2015. When you apply for a visa, you would need to make a contribution to the NHS surcharge to the government health service, which is around £600 per person on the day of your application. And also, you need to submit no criminal record certificate, which for you and for your spouse, not children, but for you and the spouse, that you didn't have any criminal record for the last 10 years. So, okay, so we have a program called Kingdom Plan. As I said, we have. Let me just start with the option where you can set up of your own business via get visa while doing your own business. We call it Kingdom Economy Plan because it's kind of the starting point of our services. If the client has the business idea, for example, if you have a business idea and knowing how you want to invest into the UK business, then obviously we can help you with this, and our services will include advice on immigration rules and documents required for your visa application. We will help you with preparation of online application forms for applicants and dependents, and we will assist you with online submission, online visa payments, online HS payment, and online appointment booking, and legal representative letter and follow up with the application process and additional to reach a decision of your application, and we'll train you for the interview. So draft business plan, by the way, we will draft the business plan. We will help you with your business plan, which is the most important document for the Tier 1 entrepreneur visa. As rejection rate for the Tier 1 entrepreneur visa application, by the way, is 70% in the UK. So, but we will be working to make sure that we have a robust business plan, strong and credible business plan, and we'll prepare you for the genuineness test interview. Because under this Tier 1, they can call you for the interview called genuineness test interview, and they can ask so many questions: why investing, how you will be successful, how do you know the regulations in the UK, and so on. They will test you knowledge of your business plan. So, but we will be helping you during that stage. We will train you for the genuineness test interview. We'll have a mock interview with the applicant, which helps you to successfully pass this interview. And the East Kingdom plan, we charge £9,950, where we'll help you with immigration and the business plan. If you know what business you're going to do in the UK, I think this is an option for you. Let me tell you about our one-stop shop solution, which is the Kingdom Plan, which is the 5-year plan, where it offers you a one kind of full-stop solution, a one-stop shop solution to obtain, not only obtain the visa, but also to successfully extend your visa and the right business. And this is specifically for people if the client does not have an idea of business that they want to invest, and if you don't have an idea what business to do in the UK, so we can search for a match the company, we call it business matching. So we can find you existing companies in the UK, where you can become a director, shareholder, so we can do further work, which is not limited with immigration work, but we will do the corporate work. So in that case, we will negotiate the stage, we'll negotiate the directorship role, your salary from the company, and any buyback options that protects you as a client. So, and this is, as I said, it provides you, for this obviously we charge extra fees, which is extra 15,000 on top, because that requires corporate work. business matching. So why Kingdom Plan? First of all, why Kingdom Plan? The Kingdom Plan is the unique service for ambitious entrepreneurs who want to make the UK their home. The plan is successfully developed by our campus law and seed mentors, and the UK welcomes foreign investor citizenship and directorship. And the Kingdom Plan provides not only legal and immigration advisor service, but it also offers introduction to a broad range of investment opportunities from existing startup companies to growing and more mature businesses. So the plan offers those applying for UK entry via the scheme a simple and cost-effective solution. So, and this is our most popular plan, we call Kingdom Plan, and as I said, you invest £200,000 in existing business. We do the business matching. How we do the business matching? We look into your CV, look into your skills and experience, and we offer minimum 3 existing companies that are looking for investment. And then we will introduce you. We will arrange the Skype calls. So you can have an opportunity to meet the founders and ask questions. Or if you are in the UK, we can arrange the meetings with the founder in the UK and agree the deal in principle. As I said, you become a director, you become a shareholder. We negotiate directorship fees, which is up to £20,000 a year for 5 years. So you have returning, you can return your money back, and then we also agree the buyback options, which allows you to sell your shares after 5 years. The buyback option allows you to sell your shares back to the founder of the company for the agreed price, so you can recover your funds over the period of 5 years. So, requirements, unlike the Tier 1 investor visa, where you need a minimum 2 million to invest, in the UK, the Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, you can invest with just £200,000. The applicant is required to provide evidence, 200,000 available in the invest in the UK, in your account. By the way, 2 people can invest 200,000, so you'll have access to 100,000, and you have a partner who have an access to another 100,000. Then you jointly invest in 200,000 into the UK company. The applicant must be able to demonstrate ability to support themselves with maintenance funds. You need to show the maintenance funds, as I said, 3,310 multiplied by number of people, member of your family, and you need to have English language tests for IELTS, VI, general training, UK VI, and you need to score. And what are the benefits for the Tier 1 entrepreneur visa applicant? And as I said, some of the benefits of the Tier 1 entrepreneur through our unique scheme, you will receive full Tier 1 entrepreneur visa service and follow-up support until you and your family receive ILR. So this is a 5-year program. So most of our clients would like us to have that, find existing businesses where we do all the corporate work, and help them with the visa extension of 3 years and after 5 years to apply for ILR, and that's Kingdom Plan, investing in existing companies that offers this full support. So you will have access to a wide range of investing companies, at least 3, that matching your skills and experience. You become a director and a shareholder in your chosen UK company. We can negotiate up to £20,000 annual directorship fees over a 5-year period, and any buyback options after 5 years that you want to exit, if you want to exit the business while selling your shares back to the company. This is also we can negotiate. Our corporate lawyers will prepare all the agreements relating to the deal in principle that has been agreed between the company and yourself. So you will receive the full Tier 1 entrepreneur follow-up support until you and your family receive permanent residence and citizenship in the UK. That's unique benefits, I would say. And other benefits that it offers, you can enjoy all the benefits living in the UK, one of the most developed country in the world that is open for entrepreneurs. And your family dependents have to work in any organization full time. You and your family have full access. By the way, great benefits of this, you have free medical services called NHS, and your children have free access to public schools. So public schools in the UK are free. NHS medical services are free. So when you get this visa, you have from day one you have access to free medical service. You have access to free public schools for your children. They can be placed to the schools that's, I think, also offer great benefit, because I understand, like in Middle Eastern countries, we travel a lot, and people say that, oh, it costs us a lot to educate our children in Dubai, for example, schools, yeah, because we spend a lot on that. But here in the UK, where you save as well, because your children can study in first of all British education, get the British education, but also have free access, so you don't you know it's free. It's provided by the government. So we provide the professional and individual approach for you and assist you to adapt to UK life and settle in the UK until you get your ILR. So we understand, for example, when you become our client, when you invest, if you've never been in the UK, if you've never done a business in the UK, they like first settlement issues. So you have a free advisory, I would say, landline, so where you can call and we can assist you with advice on how to, on the school, the real estate, whether you want to buy property or rent, and so on or how to settle. So it helps you with the settle. So we offer, when you become our client, we offer this follow-up support as well. That helps you to settle in the UK smoothly. Once you're appointed as a director of your UK company, you must be registered for national insurance. By the end of year 3 of your initial visa, your business must have created 2 jobs. By the way, that's requirements of your visa. When it comes to visa extension, you need to prove 4 main things. Number 1, that you invested £1,000. Number 2, that you have been appointed as director in the company. Number 3 is that your investment has created 2 full-time jobs for minimum 12 months within that 3 years. And number 4, that you have been actively engaged in the business. So that will be mainly evidence that you will be providing when it comes to the visa extension. And after a total of 5 years, the entrepreneur can apply for indefinite leave to remain and apply for British citizenship after another term. That's what it offers. Tier 1 entrepreneur visa offers that great benefit. As I said, the core of Kingdom Plan of our program is the business matching. Tier 1 entrepreneur visa is, as I said, those requirements, but if your business creates 2 jobs, then you extend for 3 years, and for another 2 years, and after 5 years you apply for permanent residency. But if your business creates 10 jobs, that's right. You can apply within 3 years and 4 months. You can apply straight to ILR after 3 years. You can apply after ILR after 3 years if your business creates 10 jobs. So this slide shows about the investment criteria. UK government criteria is that it has to be UK registered company. Any sectors excluding property development is accepted. Minimum investment size is £200,000, and investment equity or unsecured debt. Investor becomes a director of the company. You need to become a director of the company. For in UK businesses, we always advise our clients to look for businesses with high growth potential, and our companies in our database that we offer, they are high growth potential companies. Strong management team, they have strong management team, and also the company has to have ability to create 2 or more jobs. That's kind of minimum requirements that they have to take and consider. Company can benefit from having an overseas director. So you becoming a director, they have a benefit because you have contacts, networks, and you can help these companies to grow in the UK or outside the UK. So and strong corporate governance. So that's also part of important aspects to consider when choosing a company, existing company. So we have companies in many sectors. For example, this slide also shows the example sectors the market has invested in. So whether it's engineering, if you're coming from healthcare, we have companies in that sector. If you're coming from fashion and retail, we have companies in fashion, retail, restaurant, bars, and coffee shops. Yes, we do have companies. Financial and business services, if you are coming, your experience in financial and business services, yes, we do have companies in this sector. So energy and other renewables, yes, we do have a number of companies in the sector, and technology. So whichever your background, we believe we can find an existing company for you that matches to your skills and experience. And as I said, benefits for the investee companies is, you may have different languages, and that helps. That becomes an asset for the company, and your network, your connections in other companies, UK companies to grow overseas. So this is an example. This is an example of a company, for example, our client invested called Generic Robotics. We have successfully obtained a visa, Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, to our client from Iraq. He was applying from Iraq. I mean, he was applying from Dubai, but he was originally from Iraq. And we have a client from China. Also, they successfully obtained a Tier 1 entrepreneur visa by investing in the business. Generic Robotics is producing training devices for clinical skills, and they produce simulators to dental practices, to surgeries. So it's in medical sector that produce these technology simulators. So our clients become a director, they become a shareholder. We negotiated that deal on their behalf, and we agreed directorship fees of £20,000 per year, and share buyback options also has been in that. And the most of all, we successfully obtained this Tier 1 entrepreneur visa. As I said, rejection rate is very high, especially for the entrepreneurs or applicants who are setting up their new businesses or starting from scratch. So, but because you invest in existing businesses, your case becomes much stronger, and that's why we've been successful in obtaining the Tier 1 entrepreneur visas to our clients. You are investing in a company, your case becoming much more stronger because you have a British team, management, professional team that's a running company, and you have this support. So if there will be questions how you will be successful, do you know the regulations of the UK, you can say that, well, I have a team, I have a British team already up and running, they know what they do, and I'm joining as a shareholder, I'm investing in this company, I'm becoming a director. So that creates a strong case. So you have a support. And if you are struggling to answer some of the questions when in genuine test interview, then of course you can refer that you have a team, and perhaps that's why our clients successfully get these Tier 1 visas by investing in existing company. Another company, that's a case study I would like to show, is a company called Cycas. We successfully got the Tier 1 entrepreneur visa to our clients in China and Azerbaijan. And the business is as a data technology and media company. So again, our client become a director, our client become a shareholder. We negotiated the deal, we introduced them to the company, we arranged the Skype calls. It was, and they liked the company. They accepted that the company offered, and according to that mutual agreement, then we started the application. Corporate work, we prepared the shareholder agreements, we prepared the exclusivity agreements, and any put options, buyback options, our lawyers have prepared, and then immigration work, of course, and we successfully obtained the visa. So these clients under this company, they didn't have any interview, they haven't been called for the interview, so that's another advantage of investing in existing companies. They may not be called for the interview as well. And the most important thing is they successfully got this Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, and they have an opportunity to apply for ILR of funding. So Kingdom Plan, we actually, this slide shows that you can see that most of our clients coming from China, Russia, Commonwealth Independent States, Middle East. We have lots of interest from Middle Eastern clients as well in Africa. So Generic Robotics, as I said, this was the company that I've just touched base. So also we travel to lots of countries like Dubai, Moscow, India, and we do seminars there. So this is a seminar where I've done in Dubai, in World Hotel, World Trade Center, and we do also face-to-face meetings. We just recently come from Dubai as well. We had 5 days there, and we have 40 meetings. And we also did Citizenship Expo. This was the Citizenship Expo in Abu Dhabi. We actively promote our Kingdom Plan in Citizenship Expo. So the next expo we are attending in, I think it will be in Dubai, so we'll be more than happy to meet you if you are in from Middle East. Okay, great. So Kingdom Elite Plan. Okay, what's the Elite Plan? Elite Plan is, as I said, Kingdom Plan offers an opportunity for you to invest, to become a director and shareholder, and receive £20,000 salary, up to £20,000. But the Kingdom Elite Plan offers a higher salary. So it offers guaranteed 30,000 salary per year, which is guaranteed by the founder and the company. So, and for 6 years. So you are receiving, what it means that if you're investing 200,000, you're not only getting your visa and the company becoming director and shareholder in the company, but also you are getting your money back over the period of 6 years, with totaling 180,000 if you're receiving 30,000 guaranteed salary. The guaranteed no legal fees, so on your extension application, so when it comes to your visa application after 3 years, the company will pay your legal fees on your saving money there. And also guaranteed 2 jobs requirements, so you don't need to worry about doing 2 jobs or creating 2 jobs. So the company will do, the company where you invest will do that for you. And you become a shareholder. So the company will offer you shares, so you become a shareholder. And guaranteed are personal guarantees provided director of the investee company. So of course there are conditions. So you need to work for the company at least 20 hours a week, which is flexible hours. So you can either work 20 hours a week or 10 days in a month. So that's key conditions. You must be willing to work. But also under the Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, you need to be actively engaged. So that's also quite suitable with the requirements of this visa. So that shows that you have been actively engaged. So and the company will pay for your visa extension after 3 years for you and for your family, after 3 years extension. But we have a very limited availability of these companies that offer Elite Plan, which is £30,000 salary. We only have 10 opportunities. So if you are interested, please contact us and we can share more information about this Elite Plan. So let me move to the Kingdom Venture Plan. Okay, it's the Kingdom Venture Plan. As I said, if you have access for to £50,000 investment funds from the venture capital fund, then you can also obtain Tier 1 entrepreneur visa via £50,000 rule. So you can apply if you have access to £50,000 in investment funds from a venture capital firm in the UK registered with the Financial Conduct Authority, which is FCA, called FCA, Financial Conduct Authority. You can apply for Tier 1 entrepreneur visa. So you need to provide the evidence that you can support yourself. You must prove that you have enough personal savings to support yourself as a maintenance funds again, which is 3,310. And your personal savings must have been in your bank account for 90 days. So in this scenario, you even don't need to show that £50,000 into your account. You only need to show the maintenance funds. Eligibility: to make a successful entrepreneur visa application, applicants are required to score sufficient points based on the funds that are available to them to invest, and you need to gain IELTS, English language requirements. You need to have the certificate IELTS, a minimum 4, and get the offer from the venture firm that can support your business or your business idea, or if you're investing in existing business, that they can provide evidence that they can support your business choice, or if you do want to start your own new business. So of course the venture capital firm needs to support and approve that business so they can support your business idea. Okay, so the Kingdom Venture Plan of £50,000. What is the plan? I mean, a Tier 1 entry plan with £50,000. We are working with a fully regulated and registered government-approved venture capital firm in the UK, and it's our partner of Capital Law. It offers an opportunity for suitably qualified applicants to gain entry to the UK under the attractive Tier 1 entrepreneur visa. What are the key requirements? This plan is available to a single applicant and an entrepreneurial team, so 2 people can apply as well under this venture plan. So as long as there is an access to £50,000 or more, to be considered acceptable as a source of investment funds, the UK authorities require the venture capital firm to be registered with FCA, as I said, and we are partnering with the FCA venture capital firm in the UK that can support you if you are interested in this plan. So in this program, who would find the plan attractive? So although not an exhaustive list, these categories of persons might find this plan a very attractive option. Number one is well-qualified applicants who want to set up their own business or company. If you want to set up your own business and having it, then we can help you with your with this 50,000 venture plan. Well-qualified applicants who want to invest in a UK company in which they will be a director. So you also can invest in existing company. If you want to do that under the venture plan, we can assist you find the existing company that can accept as low as £50,000. And also applicants in both these categories would not have available to them 200,000. If you don't have £200,000, also could be an option for you. For example, if you have 100,000 or less, then this £60,000 venture plan could be an option for you. If you have £200,000, I think we would suggest to go for 200,000 option. But if you have less than 100,000 or 100,000, around 100,000, you can afford to invest in the UK, then we can help you with venture capital entry and support the business. So what benefits does the plan offer? Of course, it offers immediate access to City of London venture capital firm, which can meet the UK authorities' requirements, your government requirements. There are in practice very few such entities who have the knowledge and specialism to meet the Tier 1 requirements in this field. And we have this venture firm partner. Also, until now, it has generally been applicants who do not want their applications and requirements of running their own business or company have found difficulty in accessing a method of reaching out to suitable companies, which might take them as a directors, but we can find existing companies if you are considering option investing in existing company. So Canfield's Law can handle all the legal work. We can handle all the legal work, both immigration and corporate relating to the company investment. And we can introduce you a number of wide network of companies if you are interested in existing company. But if you want to do your own business, then fine. In either case, we can help. So it offers one-stop shop solution that can provide all the ingredients for successful visa application. We will make sure that your case is strong and to obtain this Tier 1 visa. So why Canfield's Law? It is very difficult to find companies who would be willing to accept as little as £50,000, but we have a number of companies. So we have a good relationship with startup companies in the UK, so we can find you an existing company that can accept as low as 50,000. So fees, of course, I'll go back to to the fee structure. What are the next steps? So you will need to submit these are both mainly the slide shows the next step if you are interested in £50,000. So but hopefully, what I can say, please let us know if you are interested, which option you are interested, and we will be more than happy to provide further information or give you personal consultation. And also, again, we will guide on what documents needed and you will need to provide. Just for your information, I would like to mention, because the £50,000 will be invested by the venture firm, your role, you will help our venture capital partner identify or secure investors, negotiate business as part of our work to ensure that funding is in place for our business prior to application submission. So that's your role. So basically, you need to raise these funds to our venture capital partner so they can support your business through this program. But again, if you're interested, we'll be more than happy to fully brief and answer to your questions on this aspect. And what documents you will receive? You will receive full summary and presentation. You will receive a summary of the technical, legal, commercial, and financial due diligence. You will receive a statement detailing the rationale, of the investment and investment decision, and many, many more. So our services and fees, of course, we will provide you with the full business plans of three companies who are seeking investors. When necessary, we will arrange Skype calls, telephone attendances, conference call, and meetings with the applicant and the investing company. We'll draw up the legal documentation with the company chosen by the applicant and negotiate terms on his or her behalf. And we will consider, amend, and finalize the business plan put in place to meet current Home Office requirements, and drafting shareholder agreements and any other relevant legal documents, negotiating the buyback options. So, Kingdom plan. Kingdom economy plan. If you want to do your own business and you would like us to prepare the immigration work and the business plan, the charges as low as £9,950, which include the immigration application, and we will prepare the business plan for you, for your business idea that you want to do in business, and we will train you for the genuine test interview. So that's our lowest, I would say, starting point, £9,950 for the people who want to start their own business and they have an idea what business to do in the UK, and we can help you with the business plan. But of course, you need to run the business. If under the economy plan, you need to run the business because it's your own business, and you need to make sure that you grow the business and employ people. So, but we can provide you guidance on that. The second, as I said, Kingdom plan, which is a plan which I just mentioned earlier, where we can have the companies matching, business matching, and existing, where you can invest in existing company. Here we do extra work, business matching, introduction owners, and corporate is important, like shareholder agreement, because you become a shareholder, you become a director, and you need to, and from our corporate lawyers will draft all these agreements to make sure that you are protected because you invest in an existing company. So, and our fees is £25,000, including dependents, because obviously it requires corporate work, shareholder agreement, buyback options, activities agreements to make sure that they're all in place and protected. And Kingdom Venture Plan, of course, we partner with venture capital firm, and our venture capital partner, they charge us £10,000, slightly higher in terms of fees. So we charge £35,000, but you have, it gives you an opportunity. So if you have a 85 or around 85, 100,000, I think the venture plan is good for you. It's perfect for you. Again, if you can afford £200,000, then the Kingdom plan or Elite plan with a guaranteed salary of £30,000 we can offer. But if you have an idea, if you want to do your own business and you want to run the business in the UK, we can help you with current plan where we can assist in innovation. Business plan is £9,950. So apart from this, is our legal fees, government fees of £963 of the Home Office fees, plus £700 health service, which I said this is government fees that you have to pay on the day of your application. So okay, fine. So what are the steps? If you ask me what are the steps are, first stage is to commence work on your behalf. We require a preliminary deposit. We call it business matching stage. Business matching, where we research our database for suitable company. If you are investing in existing company, confirming with individual companies that they are available for investment, sending you pre-selected business plans that matches your set of experience and skills, and introducing to the founders of the companies and arranging face-to-face meetings, conference calls, and Skype calls to you, so it gives you a good understanding about business and make your decision, help your decision making. Stage 2, when you choose the company, if you're happy with the deal, what they offer, then we start from this, you instruct our lawyers and we start preparation of your case. And under the Kingdom Plan, we require 25% deposit to start the work. Under the Venture Plan, we require 40% deposit so to start the work. So we will be drafting corporate agreements, reviewing the documents, tailoring the business plan for your application, and preparing, submitting integration, and preparing for genuine interview test. And then after successfully getting the visa, then you pay the balance of our legal fee. So we work on the pay-as-you-go basis, work on the success. So when you successfully get the visa, then you pay us the balance. So as I said, Kingdom Plan's unique advantages. You can enjoy all the benefits. Living in the UK, one of the most developed countries in the world, that is open for entrepreneurs. Your family, dependents have full rights to work. That's a great benefit. So you, the main applicant, you cannot work. You have to do your business, but your dependent, your spouse, can work in the UK, have full rights. So there is no any restrictions in any organization. So that's, you can generate extra income from that. It gives you another opportunity. And your family have full access for free medical service, NHS, medical is free, public schools are free for your kids. That's also for you and for your family and for your kids. That's a great benefits, I would say. So, okay, so basically, let me just move to that. So why it's now a good time to invest or apply for Tier 1 visa? Brexit, I would say, one of the reasons. There are tightening the rules, and I think the GBP is still relatively low. After the Brexit, the British pound went down like 15 to 20%. Whoever, if you apply now, you are buying the British pound cheaper than the opportunity because the British pound is up, strengthening. So, but still, you have a great opportunity because you are, better off with low GBP. And the new rules may change, so new regulations may come, and they may increase the investment size. Currently, it's £200,000, but rumors going on 200,000 may go up to 400,000, but we don't know yet. But those kind of changes may happen. But if you apply before those changes, then you're on the safe side. The new rules will not affect you. So you will be continuing with old rules because you applied before the rules. So that's our advice. So if you are interested to obtain a Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, to become to have this opportunity by investing in the plan, so do not delay because the changes will come, and if you apply before, you are on the safe side because your case will be considered under the old rules, not the new rules. Or with Business Swiss Cottage, please feel free to drop me a message or email. If you are in London, I'm more than happy to meet you in our office. These are our details. You can see on the screen our phone numbers and email address with also website link. Of course, if you are having any questions, I'm more than happy to fully brief and answer to your questions and tailor the business depending whether you would like to do your own business, whether you want to do your own business as a venture plan, or whether you want to ask to find a business, an existing business. We can help you. We have solutions for you. So let me just go about case study before actually moving to your questions. This is a case study where the applicant was from Qatar. He was Jordanian, but he was from construction and had some experience on food sector. And we counting number of companies. When we asked why are you investing in the UK, why are you applying, and the answer was because of country stability. UK provides a stable country, and another reason was for children's studies. I'll say also he was mentioning about free market economy, or spend more time to take care of avoid crisis in the home country, and he focused on the company's viability. So we found and matched 6 companies for his skills and experience, and he carefully considered his number of risk factors, and he chosen to invest in coffee shop, which is called Easy Coffee. It's a kind of big EasyJet is a big brand, airline, and EasyJet just started, well, 3 years ago. They started this Easy coffee shop franchise opportunity, which is massively expanding. And it's a coffee chain in the UK with the aim of offering high quality coffee and food. So we help this client to obtain this tier one visa by investing in this coffee shop, and he opened this coffee shop in Edinburgh, in Scotland. So and we agreed the deal, and he successfully got the visa. Another case study is a client from Nigeria. Before applying, he had worked for many years in property and oil and gas sector, and the applying was stable. The reasons for application was stable economy opportunities for his family and child to study in the top universities, seeking new investment opportunities, quality of life, and the choice of British passport. And he focused on company's viability and stability. So we also looked. We found and matched 7 companies for his skills and experience, and he chose a hotel management company in Manchester. So he became a director, he became a shareholder, and he is receiving 20,000 annual directorship fees per annum and achieved stable life. Got visa within 15 working days. It was successful application. This is also another Chinese client. He didn't have any children, so there's no much to worry about in terms of child studies. But the biggest factor to consider was stability of the country. So we also found 6 companies for his skills and persistence with his company after he carefully considered the investment technology company called Lucia, and it's a technology company in medical aspect, also. So how successfully obtained the visa by investing in this existing company. He became a director, shareholder, we agreed the salary, achieved stable life, got visa, by the way, within 5 days. And he didn't have any interest. So I think that's also one of the advantages that the investing in existing companies give. We may skip the introduce stage and then just grant you the visa. So basically, these are testimonials. So I'm gonna just quickly show you. But again, I would like to move to the stage where I'm more than happy to answer to your questions. Let's move to the Q&A sessions. But basically, yeah. One of the testimonials you can see it's from our client from Azerbaijan. Great depth of understanding the needs, requirements, and problems of international clients. Extremely valuable. Definitely recommend campus law. And this is applicant from Iraq. Great help and outstanding service. Campus law, quality of service, responsible for the way they conduct business. And surely recommend you coming to Abu because of my satisfaction with your service. So it's great to hear those testimonials from our clients. So that's very important aspect in our role. So I'm more than happy to move to Q&A, and I can see there are some questions, so I'm more than happy to cover them. Let me just move some of the questions. Me and my husband have family business in Georgia. Lika Gvasalia, if I spelled your name correctly. So thanks for being active, by the way, and thanks for your questions. So I just want to put here the slide with our contact details. So me and my husband have a family business in Georgia. So yes, Lika, please provide more information about your family business, and depending on what's your business, I believe you can match the right company. Let me make sure that, okay, we're starting to I'm auditor in global company, Shwana Abdurrahman Mahmoud. I'm auditor in a global company. Mr. Mahmoud, thank you for sharing. Yes, energy investments. I think we have companies in the energy sector if you are interested to invest in existing companies per se, we can match. So what we advise, if you are happy to ask to contact and business match, please do send your CV. We need to see your CV. Like, of course, we understand that the business people, if you never done, if you never employed for, if you never worked and you've been doing a business for from I don't know, all the time, then you may not have a CV. But we need that CV anyway. Then match the right company for your skills and experience. That's one of the first steps. Mrs. Swala, if you're interested, Mr. Mahmoud, if you're interested about this program, please do send us the CV so we can match the right business. Um, so, you're for yes, so I'm very happy to be with you today. Me too. Thanks for being an active listener today. Hi, Mr. Imran. Hi, I'm IT professional and trained entrepreneur. Uh, have my sorry have with well have my company registered in English. How yourself can help to secure Tier 1 entrepreneur visa? Well, Mr. Imran, please do contact us. We need to see what type of business you run in the UK or what business you want to do in the UK, and then we can take it accordingly, and then we can advise you accordingly. Mr. Mahmoud, I have IAB certification, which is one of the UK Institute for Business Accounting and Management. Great to know that, Mr. Mahmoud. So that's all good, and we can, I think, take into consideration to help you to obtain a Tier 1 entrepreneur visa. I'm a producer of certified vegetables and fruits in India. Mr. Rajnesh Jorar, producer of certified vegetables and fruits in India. I want to establish my business in the UK by establishing supply safe food. Yeah, fantastic. That we can help. As I said, our fees start from 9,950. If you want to do your own business, we can help you with a business plan and immigration work, and we'll train you for the genuineness entrepreneur test. Dean Mohammed, can I transfer money to invest in UK free, not from my home country? Is it possible? Yes, Mr. Dean Mohammed. Obviously, 200,000 money can come from your home country, or if you have any accounts from overseas, other countries, yes, you can transfer them to the UK from that country. So, but obviously, the requirement is that you don't need to transfer until you get your visa. When you get the visa, then when we complete all the documents in terms of corporate documents, shareholder agreements, and our lawyers will instruct you, so then you can transfer. But you just need to show initially, you need to show that you're available and they're liquid, disposable, and transferable in the UK business. Once when you get your visa, then you invest into the company, not before. I hope that clarifies, Mr. Dean Mohammed, but thank you very much for your question. Mr. Abdurrahman Mahmoud, kindly speak slowly because everybody else knows. Okay, sure. I just want to know how to relocate if you are a citizen. Yes, of course, is that we can advise you on the relocation, but obviously the Tier 1 entrepreneur visa and Tier 1 investor visa, they requires investment. So if you do qualify as an investor, then of course we can assist you. Mr. Mahmoud, yes, I have good experience in managed auditing. Great to know that. We do have companies that we can match. Please do contact us, send us a quick email, and we will contact you and fully brief. Okay. So I'm just going through that questions as well. If I'm an entrepreneur in my home country, have business experience and can make investment in UK, may apply for. Lika asking the question, if I'm an entrepreneur in my home country, have this experience and can make investment in UK, may apply for citizenship. That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, as first of all, you need to apply for Tier 1 entrepreneur visa. You cannot apply for citizenship straight away. So there is a time scale. You can only apply after 5 years. But you need to invest and obtain the serial entrepreneur visa, which is given for 3 years and 4 months. And after 3 years and 4 months, we can extend for another 2 years. And after 5 years, you can apply for permanent residency in the UK called ILR. And then after that, you can apply for British passport. So after obtaining ILR. So to obtain the ILR, you have minimum stay requirements. So for the last 5 years, you need to meet the requirements of minimum stay. And you need to stay 185 days in each year, which is 6 months in each year. If you stayed in 185 days in each year for 5 years, then you apply for permanent residency. So that's the requirements for ILR, apart from the investment. It's very expensive country like we live. £200,000 investments for rich business companies. We can make investment, for example, 50,000, not more, and enlarge our business in UK. Well, Luca, I think, as I said, we have solutions in whichever whichever, like if you cannot invest £200,000, but you still can invest £50,000, we can assist you. I believe the venture plan will be most suitable plan for you. Please do contact us, and we'll discuss how we can assist. Okay. I just going. Thank you very much, by the way, for the questions. Okay, Mr. Sylvester Aquafuro, what if one wants to set up his engineering company in the UK? Yes, we can assist you. If you want to set up, a clear idea of what you're going to do in the UK, then we can assist you with your application, and we can assist you in the business planning as well. So please do contact Mr. Sylvester. Abdul Karim, DSO, about doing them. I think Mr. Abdul Karim needs to have has invested and has some investments previously in the bank, like 2020, and then he wants us to assist to help in escalating that matter. Mr. Abdul Karim, of course, I think you would need to contact your bank directly, but we assist you in immigration program in obtaining serial entrepreneur visa. But if you do have previously have been in the UK and want to contact your bank, then I think the bank you need to contact directly. Mr. Ramzi Zaid, kindly to drop your contact information in presentation to be able to get in touch. Mr. Zaid, yes, this is our contact if you have any questions. I run an accelerator. Mr. Minhas is asking a question. I run an accelerator. Should I be able to find matching companies? If you run an accelerator, if it's in, of course, if you run an accelerator in the UK, then you have a potential company that you can invest in. But if you don't have a company or don't have an idea what business to invest in the UK, then we can assist. We have a large database of companies that we can match to your skills and experience, Mr. Minhas. I run it in Bangladesh. Okay, great. So, Mr. Minhas, I understand. So, in that case, well, again, because it has to be UK companies. Under Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, you need to invest in the UK companies. So, and we have a large database of UK companies, and we can assist you. But the accelerator in Bangladesh wouldn't qualify for Tier 1 entrepreneur visa. So I hope that answers the questions Mr. Minhas. Sam, I'm interested in most. I think the question was, I'm interested of the conditions applied for me, but do I have to stay 185 years in order to get the citizenship? Very good question, Mr. Sam. Yes, I think obviously you. One of the requirements for permanent residency after 5 years when you apply, we can assist you with your application. But the minimum stay requirement is there. So we call it 6-month rule. So you need to stay in 6 months in the UK in each year in order to qualify for permanent residency. So 6 months, not necessarily like continuously. You can 1 month in the UK, 1 month outside in your home country, but collectively it has to be minimum 181 days each year in order to qualify for permanent residency. If you don't qualify, if you do not need the minimum stay, it's not a problem. What will be in this scenario is that you will still get your visa. And if you don't need the minimum stay, you can extend for 2 years, and after 5 years, you can extend for 2 years. So you will keep extending for 2 years until you start meeting this 185 days rule. So we do have clients from South Africa, for example. They apply for this visa, but they don't really need this 185 days rule. But they just extend after 3 years. They extend for 2 years and 2 years, 2 years. So this gives like a peace of mind, because anytime political economy changes in their home country in South Africa, an entry into the UK, and then they start doing business, like they do the business, but they start meeting the minimum stay requirement, which allows after 5 years to become a current resident of the UK. So I hope that answers to your question, Mr. Sam. But thank you very much. Thank you very much for your questions, and thanks for being active today, and thanks for all the questions that you have raised. Mr. Sheikh Borhan is asking a question. I'm from Bangladesh but live in South Africa, so now I want to move to UK. How is possible? As I just said, Mr. Borhan, we do have clients from South Africa, so if you want to, as I said, if you don't need the 185 days, you still can apply, and you just extend for 2 years. That's also provides a solution for many people. Mr. Armen Badalian, I had got this info from the link. The Tier 1 General Visa has now been closed. Well, General Visa has been closed. Tier 1 Entrepreneur Visa is different from Tier 1 General Visa, Mr. Armen. So where today we presentation covered Tier 1 Investor Visa, Tier 1 Entrepreneur Visa, and Tier 1 Visa by venture, by support from the venture firm. But Tier 1 General Visa, yes, it has been closed, but it's completely different types of visa. So we can assist you on Entrepreneur Visa, where you need to do this. Can assist you with Tier 1 Investor Visa, where you can invest in the stock market. Like buying bonds and shares of the publicly quoted companies, but that's requires large investments, which is 2 million. If you want to do the business, it's 200,000 plus Tier 1 Entrepreneur Visa. And if you go for venture firm, it's £50,000, but the funds needs to come from support, has to come from the venture firm. We can assist you as well, Mr. Armen. But thank you very much for your questions. I hope that clarifies. And well, it's been very active, and I like the fact that it's interactive, and you all asked so many questions. And Mr. Armen, hopefully that answers to your question. As I said, we'll be more than happy to assist you. Please do contact us. Thanks for joining our webinar today. Thanks for all your questions. As I said, for the why is a good time to invest, I would say it's a low GDP, especially after the Brexit. We feel that the British pound is low, and it's fantastic opportunities for any investor to invest now, because you are getting a British pound lower than before. And also the new rules may change. If you apply before the rules, then you're on the safe side, because the new rules will not affect your case visa, because you're applying the old rules. Currently it's still 200,000. Currently it's 2 people can invest 100,000, 100,000. Join Tier 1 partners together. If you have a partner who wants to invest alongside with you, so but that may change in future. So that's why it's a good opportunity for anyone to apply sooner. So, and then we can assist you with that. Again, whether you want to do your own business or whether you want to invest in existing business, we have choice for you. So please do, and many thanks for being listeners today, and thanks for the questions. So I look forward to working with you. Many thanks. Have a nice evening, and See you in the UK. Bye.